Zhang Suixiang is going in search of drinking water. It's a long trek from her home. She makes this journey every week, in good weather or bad. She has no choice.
那拉是桶水，上12日路拉去呢，拉来水那是桶水出2缸能吃1个礼拜。光吃，那个火，不能使上。
Her husband is busy farming, and children are away at school. She must manage this on her own.
这是桶水怕2百斤有吗？2百斤。
It wasn't always like this. Until recently, she drew water from a well in her own backyard.
那之前的那水就是这个样子，那之前那水我们就吃的这个水熬，人家吃呢也喝呢。现在那个水越来越苦了，吃不成了，碱性大疼。我们就在外面吃，那个拉个车夹子车，装个桶啊，他就到外面去就买的水吃的。
The irony is that they live quite close to the Yellow River, the 6th longest in the world. Over the past 20 years, people here have watched how their water supply became more scarce and more polluted. Zhang's husband Wang Yulin knows this all too well.
原来我们这个地方的地啥都能长，种粮也能种，种瓜也能种，还长得还长东西。我小的时候，现在瓜能长这么大，没穗子能长这么长。现在没了，现在不可能。
When the river water became too dirty to use, people here started tapping groundwater. They dug wells, and water was never too deep, but not for long.
以前的话挖2米子才有水，现在是挖5到6米才能接上水。但是这个水质还是不好，还是咸的很，有盐碱的。
The people of Wujiatong are literally running out of water. What little they can find is often not fit for drinking or household use. It's a problem shared by millions of other people across China. This village is close to Lunshu, the capital city of Gansu province in northwestern China. For centuries, it was a gateway to Central Asia. Today, it's a modern city of over 3 million people. Lunshu is located on the upper coast of the Yellow River, soon after the river emerges from the mountains. The river flows from west to east through China on a journey of more than 5,000 kilometers. Locals call it the Huanghe River, and its basin is known as the cradle of Chinese civilization. It has been associated with China's prosperity for thousands of years. The Yellow River Basin is home to nearly a third of China's population. It grows a good part of the country's food and also produces half of the coal and a quarter of the petroleum. All this has come with a high environmental cost. Today, the river carries a heavy load of pollutants and sediments. And by the late 1990s, downstream Yellow River was running completely dry for part of the year, because its waters were dammed upstream for irrigation and power generation.
Most part of Huanghe River is located under the semi-arid and arid zone, especially the middle region is in the loose plateau where the erosion is very serious, and it's the source of the sediment of the Huanghe River. So this sediment really causes the big problem for the health of the Huanghe River basin.
Coping with too much or too little water is always a challenge in the Yellow River Basin. It receives 2/3 of annual rainfall during a few weeks from July to September. As a result, floods often alternate with droughts. A new study cautions that climate change can aggravate the existing challenges of managing the Yellow River waters. The UN Environment Programme recently commissioned a team of scientists to study the vulnerability of water resources in Northeast Asia. They looked at 5 river basins. Besides the Yellow River, they covered the Yangtze River Basin and Songliao River Basin in China, and in Mongolia they studied the basins of the Orkhon River and the Toul River. Professor He Huang headed the team of researchers.
These 3 main findings is water shortage, no water use efficiency, and good initiative on improved watershed management.
One challenge is how to share the available water between agriculture, domestic users, power generation, and industry. Right now, more than half of all water drawn in Northeast Asia is used for growing crops, most of it through irrigation. Yet, irrigation here is not very efficient.
I think we have to find some way to reuse these the waters used in agricultural sector. Right now, these waters used in agriculture, they just flow downstreams. And so if we can find a way to reuse, recycle this water, we could save a lot of waters.
In recent years, experts have pointed out ways to use water more efficiently. One is to apply drip irrigation instead of flooding the farmlands. Another is rainwater harvesting, which captures and stores water for later use. The UNEP study highlighted water pollution as the biggest threat at the moment to people and the environment. It recommended urgent and sustained action to reduce pollution.
So we emphasize the pollution here. It's because the pollution is the impact which can control by human being.
Some water users in the Yellow River Basin feel that pollution issues are finally receiving attention.
这个呢，水质呢，近2年呢是稍微有点改善。前2年呢，因为工业发展比较厉害，所以它的水的污染比较厉害。
In the coming years, however, water users across this basin will simply have to get used to the Yellow River carrying less water.
水位估计比现在要下降1半，原来都在岸边两边岸边上的，现在都得下到岸边。 两边的那个河床都裸露出来了，杂草都出来了。
A number of factors have contributed to this decline, including the diversion of Yellow River waters further upstream.
最近这几年黄河水嘛下降的比较厉害一点，主要原因呢，一个是上面筑了些大坝，二一个呢就是干旱少雨。
Scientists confirm what ordinary people have noticed. Temperatures are slowly going up, while rainfall is reducing in many parts of the river basin. Lakes and wetlands are shrinking in size. For this and other river basins in Northeast Asia, the UNEP study has strongly recommended what is known as integrated water resource management. That basically means the different institutions must better coordinate what they do with the river's waters, when and how.
Unless we deal with these issues together in an integrated manner, and it is not easy to tackle the water resource issues in this region. And climate change, this will be the big challenge in the future.
This is not easy when there are many competing demands on a river's waters. Few river users think of their impact on others downstream.
So technically, we recommended the integrated water resource management for whole river basin. But how to manage the river beyond the administrative boundary, it is still a challenge.
For a decade, The Yellow River Conservancy Commission has been doing this difficult balancing act. China's example can set the tone for the whole region.
In Northeast Asia, I think China's leadership is very important. As we all know, China has a rapid growing economy and with huge population. And so if China alone could practice the water resource efficiency and increase the water resource efficiency, then it will have a great impact to not only to the Northeast Asia, but to other countries in Asia region.
No one can predict all the effects that climate change would have on the water, land, and ultimately the people. But countries can prepare for these challenges by taking better care of their water.